Hello, hello. All right, third time's a charm. First one's gonna be disconnected and probably deleted. But I wanted to start with some dancing, so I guess I can't do that anymore. Okay, so hello. Welcome to Pleasure to Profit. And I'm gonna tag a few of you that I know signed up. You guys all pop up on my thing. Whew, I am sweating so hard. There we go. Ooh, okay, didn't mean to tag that person, sorry. Just think of the people that I know would help. Okay, and I think that signed up. There we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, there we go. Okay, rolling with the punches. I'm going to find my own group to do this because I am done with this. Okay, I'm just going to be sweating my ass off for this live video because I think the AC is off again. Oh. Whew, where are you guys? Let's have a little bit of fun. Let me get to know you. Where are you guys? Where in the world? Drop it below while I turn on the AC. Where are you guys, you beautiful ladies, and what do you do? Drop it below, claim it below before we get started. Oh boy. Okay. I'm in Newport Beach, California. It's 81 degrees here, and it is 100 degrees inland, which is crazy. So maybe I should go to the beach after. There I go, in Philadelphia. It is hot today because a rainstorm is coming our way. Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't mind a rainstorm right now. I mean, I think I might go lay out today. Hello, Micah. Hello, Angelica. Okay. Canadian in Buenos Aires. Oh, so cool to connect with you. How's the weather there? Okay, now next, what do you ladies do? Do you have a business? What's your title? What do you do at work? What do you do? Okay, let's see it come in. I will share them in a second. So, pleasure to profit. What I found in building two businesses from the ground up is, I know how to market. I know how to sell. I know what I need to do, okay? Email, marketing, live video, podcast, post in groups, DM people, okay? What else? You gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, okay? But what I realized was if I was just going through the motions and doing the tasks and just doing it to get something in return, to get likes, to get followers, to get money, to get clients, okay? When I did it for that, when I just had to do and go through the to-do list, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. It was about 2.5 years ago. Oh, Dina, you're the owner of the Bigger O Sex Shop. That's so awesome. Love it. Even in my clothing line, when I just do this, I lost my joy. I lost my passion. I lost why I even started my business in the first place, which was freedom, fun, enjoying my life, not having to clock in at a certain time and just work my ass off and then clock out and then live life. So the main reason I work for myself is for freedom and fun and enjoying my life and the ability to go travel and enjoy the weekends, right? But about 2.5 years ago, I have so many notes in this hard time where hey, drop what you do below. I had this hard time. I felt like I was in a hole. Like I have journal prompts and I was writing and journaling because I knew I was gonna get out of it. I just didn't know how or when. So I documented it. But I felt like I was in a hole, 20 feet below the ground, and I was in debt. I missed 2 of my I'd never missed rent in my entire life, and I missed two months. And it was when I was working my hardest. I wasn't going out on the weekends. I wasn't hanging out. I wasn't even going to dance class. And I was like, why am I even doing this? Like, what's the fucking point? Like, what's the point of working for yourself when you're not enjoying your life, your business, and why you started in the first place? So what I found through now working for myself for actually 4.5 years full time is that the more I incorporate my pleasure, my fun, and my purpose, and the more I'm connected to that, the more money I make. And yes, it's a constant practice, and it's understanding, and I did a whole course on this. It was 4 weeks, and all the ladies got so much momentum and shifts, and they started having more fun in their business, and they made the most clients and the most money they made. And I did this in like May, I think. And so it's a thing. It's proven over and over and over and over again in my business. So even for this course, this challenge, I was in like, I need to get numbers, I need to do this. And I was so like focused on that. And then it wasn't until I shifted literally on Monday where I'm like, why am I doing this? I'm doing this to get the clients. I'm doing this part and it's not lighting me up. So I need to shift it, get back to why I'm doing it, and just speak to you. Okay? So working with me, I do not teach you a one-size-fits-all strategy. I do not teach you like, okay, this is what works for me, so go do it. I'm not like, oh, dancing on live videos is what works for me, you go do it. No, this course, this challenge is to really get clear on what lights you up, what brings you pleasure, and then create a practice in these next 3 days to see what happens when you prioritize it. So I'm challenging you, come on, just 3 days. I want you to prioritize getting in the flow, getting in the energy, doing something for yourself first. And then I want to see what happens, okay? Document it, because we always forget, and it's ingrained in our brain that we have to have pain to make money, work hard, struggle, like all these things. That's how you make money, right? Okay, so drop below some things that make you happy, not just work related, okay? So the reason why I bring dance into my videos, into my business, is not to like help with the algorithm or anything. There was 3 years ago or whatever it was, I think it was like 3 years ago, that I didn't think that was related and that it wouldn't bring me business and it would actually deter business. And my one of my coaches, she was like, no, you need to post it. And it was so hard for me to do that. I was like, oh, how are people gonna respect me? I don't know. So the reason why I incorporate dancing into my business is because it is me. Because it is something that makes me happy, and it also lights up people around me. And after doing this for now like 2-3 years, sorry, my timeline's not terrible, but I started incorporating pole dancing and how it can relate to business, and how the mentality and teaching and empowering. And I actually got a ton of my clients through posting pole videos. Like, how insane is that? Like, business coaching clients, moms, real estate, realtors, like a Christian mommy that like super Christian, and she hired me, and part of the reason why she said, I loved your pole dancing videos, I love the message, and she wanted to embody that as well, embody the power, embody the sexiness, and own it. Okay, so that's like what I'm here for. So your homework right now, drop below. Yes, creative journaling and planning. So that always makes you happy. Okay, I want some things. Okay, music, good. Journaling, good. Planning, good. Okay, so, and then try and think of something that's not related to business at all. Okay? Yeah, dancing is always uplifting, puppy, music. Okay, so some ideas to use to prioritize your pleasure first. You wake up in the morning and you do some planning, or you do some journaling just for yourself, not for business, not to achieve, just do it. And oftentimes it makes you have to make yourself, okay? Like this morning, I was like, okay, blah, blah, blah. I have to do this long to-do list and things, but I didn't do that. I was like, what can I do to like get into the good vibe, get into the pleasure? And I did my gratitude, and then I got on and listened to a couple like live videos, and then danced and moved. And I did 2 emails, and I hate emails usually, but because I was so high vibe, I sat my booty down, did oracle reading, which makes me happy sometimes, and flow. And for me, it's not having this like have to do thing. It's what would excite you, what would make you feel good right then and there. So this morning it was my oracle cards first. This is what I grabbed first. And your brain's like, oh, well, how is that going to help me? Or blah, 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 blah. No, do that first, and it will lead you to the next and lead you to the next. So this 3 days, prioritize something that you enjoy first, and then get going with your day. And you'll notice that you're more productive, you're more creative, you're more energized. And right now, I want you to write what makes you happy. Hey. And below that you can do that's not related to business, and prioritize it every single day, or one of them, one of the 5, okay? So there's 5 things. So for me, dancing usually makes me happy, maybe listening to a mindset video or something, or music. Yes, prioritize something that will make you feel good, or a podcast, or something funny, or you know, even some days, which I don't usually start my day off with TV, but sometimes like at night, I'm like, oh, I gotta get in a better vibe. I'm like drained. And then I could put some like dumb, funny TV on. And then I like can do an email or do my orders or fulfill things. But it's like prioritize myself for like 15, 30 minutes sometimes when it's like not at the beginning of the day for me. And then I shift out of that grumpy energy or like whatever. I'm feeling good, and then I get going with my things I gotta do, okay? So just notice what happens when you prioritize yourself, prioritize your happiness, prioritize your pleasure. So just the biggest shift, okay, was I went from struggling the most I've ever had financially in my whole life, and I was 30K in debt. It was like 25, yep, it was about 30K in debt, to prioritizing myself when I was in debt. And I had to do all these things, but I had to prioritize myself. I had to shift and change something. And then I had to connect back to why. So right here, what is it that lights you up, that makes you passionate, that makes you excited to work? Yeah, great, Micah. I work best at night, put some music on and do the art. Yes. And for me, I work best when I don't like have to do it in my mind, okay? I'm a little bit different. I'm ADHD, and if I have to do something, I often put it off. So if I like get rid of the resistance and make it more enjoyable, then I do it. I owe $0. Yes, Lauren Riley. Fabulous. Yes, okay. So guess what? I'm on track to be out of debt completely by May next year. Completely. And that's just at the like how I am right now, that like what I'm making right now. I'm not doing any crazy income increase or anything. It's just I pay a certain amount a month. I do this. This isn't like any crazy goal. It's already on track. Okay? So, which maybe it will be sooner. Where I am now. I prioritize my pleasure. It's not always easy. Don't always like make it, you know, it's still a mindset. It's a mindset. It's good to be in a group or have somebody to help you push you to that. And I enjoy my life. It turns me on. I do podcasts. I do live videos. I enjoy it. I'm on here and I challenge myself to do things that I enjoyed. What could make this more fun? Okay? So whatever you do, whether it's an email, whether it's a challenge, whether it's a live call training, ask yourself, how can I make this more fun and enjoyable for you? Because then you will do it more. If you have resistance to your marketing, to your sales, to your Instagram, to your posting, then why are you going to do it? There's going to be a lot of resistance. So try and make it more fun for you. Whether it's turning music on, whether it's adding some fun pink lipstick today. I thought it was fun. Putting on my comfortable dress that makes me feel good. Turning on some music, even though what the hell, why? And then enjoying it. And then it getting taken off Facebook and I had to shut down the freaking video. So, sorry ladies, I'm gonna have to find some copy for you, music, for the next one. Okay, so now I'm gonna look at my notes. This is all just through my vibe and what I had to tell you. Yeah, music is so important. So prioritize it. You know, sometimes we make it miserable. Like, we gotta shift it, okay? So, what is one thing about social media and posting or live video that stresses you out or that makes you so you don't want to do it? Drop it below. I want to answer, I want to coach, I want to respond to you ladies on the training. I suck. Do not say that. No more negative words to ourselves. You are awesome. Okay. But I made 140 days the other day, not much, but it felt really good to sell your art. Woo, 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 woo. Sell your art. See, that's not always the easiest thing. So what you do is you choose that thought over the other thought. Okay, so one message that I'm getting right now is so many people say so many negative things about themselves, and we need to start changing those thoughts. So sometimes I'm like, I didn't do enough, I suck, I didn't get enough people in my group, I only got like 27, blah, 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 blah. But instead we gotta focus on, okay, I got 27 people who are interested. I only did this for really 3 days. I showed up and maybe this is the right people that I need to talk to. So focus on that, focus on that, focus on that. Yes, people downplay music. It is one of the most important things ever. Yes, it really is, Lauren. Music, dancing is just so healing as well. So today I got out my rage, and it was with a group of women, and then I got out right after I got out that rage that just came out with music, then I got sad and processed that, and I like literally had tears in my eyes. And it was with a group of 900 women. And then I like had tears and we talked about it, and then we danced with pleasure, okay? We danced after that. We enjoyed ourselves and got into the energy, kind of like what I did at the first video. And then what you can do is think of your big goals, okay? So drop it below. Think of your big goals. So I want to sign 3 clients in September to close off this month before I get really busy for my holiday season. And I think of my 3 women that are gonna hire me and so excited to work with. What are we working on? Who are they? How's our first call? We're gonna be working on showing up and standing out, having more fun in business, prioritizing your pleasure and making your sales and marketing more fun, getting the practical strategies so you can have fun. So a big part is also, as you grow a business, building a business to grow. So practical strategies are like, oh, I want to be able to have more freedom, so then I probably need to make money on repeat. I need to hire VAs. I need to make sure I'm focusing on what I'm awesome at and then hire out for the little things. So right now I have a VA for posting my Pinterest. That has been a huge shift for my clothing line this year. I've been consistent with it. I was in a abundance mindset. It's working. It is, but it takes time sometimes. And then, I want to make more money. We always want more. But this last week, I have 11 orders in queue that need to be DIY, made, handmade. And it took time to hire someone, find someone, get the stuff, and I could do it myself and it would be done faster, but instead I prioritize and I'm paying someone to do those 10 mermaid bras. Or I have six orders. Otherwise, I'd be doing them all day this week and yesterday and the day before, and I wouldn't be able to do this, what I'm awesome at, to get more and more. So you have to learn these things, and this is something I help coach on: hiring, how to hire, who to hire, how much, the understanding the mindset behind it. I mean, I remember hiring my first VA was a mess. I had no idea how to do it, and it was a shit show, and it didn't work out. The first few times I hired, it didn't really work out. I didn't really understand it. Okay, so now when you are on your social media, a big thing that I hear that people do is they overthink every single fucking thing. So then they don't end up posting, they don't show up on their stories, and they're not showing themselves. So this is the homework right now, is think of a couple mentors, okay? Or think of one that stands out to you the most, that you would want to hire or that you're attracted to. Now write down 5 things about them that drew you to them. I'm actually gonna give you a pause. Preaching to the choir here. Yes, me too. So the funny thing is I overcomplicate a lot of things. Oh yeah, I love my blue Yeti. I overcomplicate a lot of things, and in my mind, I don't post a lot. Like even on Instagram, I wrote 3 to 5 posts on my Facebook because blah, blah, blah. But then on Instagram, I'm like, oh, is this perfect enough? Is this blah, 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 blah. So, and then whenever I just do it, it works. It works. When I'm sharing my power, when I'm sharing that inspiration that I'm excited about, when I'm speaking my message, when I'm connected to that and I share, that's when it makes noise. So, first of all, write that down. Oh, Micah says, my friend said I should have charged $400 to $500. I charged $150 and got $140. Okay, but you can always charge more next time, and that $140 is better than nothing. So focus on what was good about that and the lesson that you learned, and now you can charge more. Okay? Your mind, think of how many times or thoughts or opinions or what you're saying in your mind, how many is negative versus how many is positive. And then you just practice changing it. Yeah, the worst anyone can say is no. Perfect. Okay, so 5 things. Hello, beautiful. Hello, Deline. 5 things. Write it down. So, one of my first mentors that I love the most, I'm going to blend them together. I have 2 mentors that I think of the most. What did I like about them? So, one of the reasons why I hired a mentor, one-on-one, was she shared this post of her in a red bikini and talked about it and owned who she was and talked about business and how being yourself attracted your clients. And I was just like, what? You can wear a red bikini and be a business coach? What? That's possible? And then she shared that she also went in debt quite a lot and then invested and made it back. And I was like, oh, okay, debt isn't wrong or bad. It's just deciding to pay something off over time. Got that from Amanda Francis. That's one of my favorite mentors. Okay, so number 1 was she posted something wild about herself, the red bikini. And I was like, what? Okay, so she was owning who she was. Okay, 2. Another mentor said the F word a lot. And I liked it. I didn't know you could swear and be a coach. So I was like, okay, cool. So there you go. Red bikini, swearing. I don't overly swear, but I swear once in a while. 3. I want to hear you. Okay? Drop yours below. You can do it do it now. Even if you just share one below. You know what is, the red bikini or Amanda Francis? Yeah. So, yes, good debt and bad debt for sure. Just side note, see my ADHD squirrel brain, but I'm just going to own it. Good debt, bad debt, yes. I invested in my first course and my first coach, and I invested at a good price, and I knew I was going to make it back, and they weren't my savior. I wasn't doing it to, oh my God, they're going to save my business. I invested, I learned, I took action, and I made it back. And then the next time I took action, I invested, I didn't have the money, I put it on a credit card, but then I made it back. Okay? And then I got to a point, at one point, back 3 years ago when I invested way too much because I was investing in a place of scarcity and of they're going to save my business. That was a bad investing. And now I'm still working on paying that back. But I also did it in a very different mindset, okay? I swear like a pirate. Red bikini. Oh, do you know who it is? Maybe DM me, or if you want to share her first name. I don't know. Okay, that's funny. I'm curious if it's accurate. But I did hire her, and I went to her VIP day, and she did help me a lot in my business. Yeah. Okay. Changing the subject. Next thing was, she was the one that I went to a VIP day, and she's like, your homework is to go twerk on your live videos. And I was like, what? And then now, 3 years now, she, like, this is what my business is. She's like, I feel like, she was pretty intuitive. She's like, I feel like you are sexy. You need to own it. You need to share it. You need to embody it. And guess what? I'm Sexy Biz Babe now, and that's how I made most of my clients. And now I focus more on pleasure and empowerment and being who you are from that, and hiring somebody to help push me to do it. Because I can say it all day till I'm blue in my face, but it's different when you get on calls with them and I can pinpoint like what it is that will speak to your clients, what it is your purpose, what it is your passion that you need to get out there and help you connect to it in your marketing and your sales. That's what I'm good at. That's what my one-on-one coaching is for. Like, it's a little bit different. Like, yes, I could have read her post and I saw it, but it wasn't until I did hire her, she pushed me to do it. And she challenged me and she helped find what things I needed to share and helped me write those posts and make that noise. And now I use those skills that I learned 3 years ago every day. And now I help challenge my clients to do the same thing. Okay, so we did those 3, and then let's say 4 is, I really like how they shared vulnerability and struggles and not always wins. That really connected me to my mentors as well. It shows that you're not just on a pedestal and make it this impossible thing. It shows that you're human and that you can do it too. And then 5, sharing big wins, which is really hard for me sometimes. So these 5 things, write it down. This is the homework for today. Okay? This, and then, okay? Now, how can you do these 5 things? Okay? So who you look up to and who you are like is who you want to hire, and you see yourself in them. So that is why you need to speak to the people and be who you are, so then your clients can be attracted to you. And my client, or my mentor that I hired like 3 years ago, it was really funny because like those my two favorite mentors in the past, one of my clients that hired me, I like pushed their information to them and they were like, I just don't really like her. Okay? So it's not always, yes, Lauren, what if there's no one like you? Perfect, Lauren! And I'm sorry, there's 7 billion people in the world. You're wrong. Okay? And maybe not exactly, but like. We're using the word like. Yes, there is. Share what is it that you think that nobody else has. Share it below. I want to see it, Lauren. Okay? What is it that you think that nobody else has in the whole world of 7 billion people? Okay? I'm sorry, but correct me if I'm wrong, but do you know another pole dancing business coach? Do you? I don't. So maybe there's no one like me in that aspect, but guess what? The fact that I own that part of myself and connected it to what I loved and my passion and it's part of me, that's how I attracted my clients. They don't pole dance, but they love it and they want to, or they like the empowerment, or they just love the authenticity. Well, good, Lauren. So I want you to share those unique things about you. I want you to share the differences about you. That is what makes you unique. That is what will draw your clients to you, is being that individual, unique person, and it will entertain people and attract the right people to you and inspire them to be themselves. And it doesn't have to be there like you in that way, but you being authentic will attract them. So what do you do, Lauren? Yeah, Ace of Base song, fun. Good. I want to hear that. And then, okay, so you share things, but then there is a way to like have the credibility, have the marketing basics, the sales basics, and then do it and enjoy it. Okay, so there are technical things that you got to do to show up on Instagram, to post, to get found, to speak to your target audience, to build credibility. But then you also got to enjoy it. So it's a balance. There's the strategies that you got to have to make money, and then the fun and the enjoyment and the alignment. So it's blended. And this, we're focusing on standing out, being ourselves. Like I literally have a past client where right now she's doing it to get something, doing it to get something, doing it to get something, post to get that, and trying to do all the strategies, but it's to get something, and she's not speaking from her heart. She's not sharing her personality. She's missing the goodness of it. But then she also needs the tactical strategies as well. So it's both. Yeah. Well, Lauren, there is a way to enjoy it all, and I'm going to find that way. That's why you're here, is this. Like, I'm going to go through it this week. Is today, tomorrow, and the next day. We're going to go through it. Tomorrow's going to be more about marketing, and then Friday is going to be about sales and having the pleasure in your marketing and sales. Do I work with health coaches? Me, Micah? No. I'm healthy on my own. Don't need a health coach. Yes, you can learn some of the information. And yes, Lauren, I really like that. I'm really vibing with you today. Even when I hire coaches, I take, I do the challenging things. I do the homework. I do that. But if something's off, I do not do it. Yes, take what works for you. Know whether, is this my ego? Is this me fear? Is this scared? Or is this like, no, I do not align with that. So like I had like a free call with somebody recently, and they were like, do a pole fitness funnel. And I'm like, no, didn't want to. Oh, Micah, why did you ask that? I'm just curious. Ooh, professional speaking. Yes. One of my clients that hired me, the one that I talked about before, she's a Christian mom. She's an engineer. I helped challenge her to do speaking now, where her other coach that she hired, she told her that she couldn't do it now. She had to build all the spaces. And I was like, do you want to do it now? Do it now. And then I helped her getting speaking gigs and speak and make money on stage. So I'm all about both. I'm all about the marketing and sales and helping you build a business to create more freedom and have more fun in your life and business and grow it for a long term, not just on social media, because you don't own it. And then you just have to keep working. You got to create some freedom in your life and your business and build a foundation for the future. Okay. Yay. I'm so happy about this. I'm already going over. So I'm just going to leave it at the homework is the 5 things. Okay. Make a list. Those 5 things that you saw in your client, either like specific examples or why they were attracted to you. And then I want you to start doing them. Maybe pick one. Okay, so the bikini one could have been mine. And then I want you to share something that scares you, that why were you drawn to her? It's because she was owning it. So how can you do that? Okay, and then start owning these things in you, because you are attracted to them because they're like you, okay? Like, not exact. And then the next thing is stop overthinking how it should be to get this goal, how you need to do, what you should do, and think, what could I do right now, right in this moment, to have more fun in what I should do? Or maybe it's the thing that you should do, and you're like, oh my God, I have to write like 10 DMs. would it really work if you're not feeling energetically aligned and you're being sleazy and you're like, buy my thing, buy my thing, buy my thing? What if you did something that you enjoy, and then instead of doing the thing that maybe a coach told you have to do 100 DMs, and you're like, oh my gosh, you know what sounds really fun right now? What if I did a live video and I shared this annoying thing about DMing and how I hate it and what you should do instead? And then you share a video and you speak to the people that need to hear you, and then people come to you and they're like, oh my gosh, you just helped me. Okay? Does that make sense? So sometimes I'm like, even for my clothing line, I'm like, okay, I have to do an email, and I have to do this, and I have to do this, and I have to do this. And I'm just like, nothing's working, and blah, 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 blah. But then I'm like, what could I do to have fun today in my business? And it could be one thing a day that you do. And I'm like, oh, let's do a live video and I show all my new sweaters. And I turn on some like copyright-free Christmas music and like just show and tell them, and that could be fun for me. And I made 9 sales that day. Okay? So it's little things and little shifts a day. And then yes, I still do the things that I have to do to move my business. And I have to edit my podcast. And I did 2 emails today, but I did it in flow. And it's just shifting, okay? So the homework today is to take action on one of those 5 things and share a bold post. Share something that you're scared to share that is a part of you. So example, you're going to see mine today. I'm going to share it in the group, in the challenge. If you aren't already in the challenge, go join it. Laura and I don't know if you are, so join it, because I'm going to have day 2 and day 3 in there, and all the ladies are also going to share their posts, okay? So one of the things that I was afraid of and that I don't really align with is, yes, I'm talking about profit and making money, but that's not the biggest part of my business. And the biggest part of me and my being is to help people be themselves online and enjoy it and have fun and create freedom and create pleasure in their day-to-day life and business. And so, gosh, I did way too long, but I'm going to do the next 2 days a little bit shorter. This will be a good start, okay? I always give too much, but it's okay. Okay, so let me just share. And Micah Real, like, is this my cousin? My cousin's name is Micah Real. Like, it's blowing my mind. I don't know. Like, are you my cousin? I don't think you are. Wait, are you? You are, right? I can't tell with that picture. Anyways, are you my cousin? Let me know. If so, I can't see your face on your picture, and I'm sorry. Okay, so homework number 1, write those 5 things. Number 2, do one of those 5 things and make a post, a bold post. And then 3, this next 3 days, I want you to prioritize your pleasure, put it first. So maybe that should be number 1. And do it. And then I want you to write it somewhere, like on my calendar, on your planner, how it changed your day when you prioritize your pleasure first. Okay, so for me, yesterday, I made myself do a dance party. Okay, I thought so. I made myself do a dance party, and I had so many things to do, and I had nobody signed up for my freaking challenge, okay? And then I was like, ooh, that would be fun. Maybe I should just do a live video, okay, on Instagram. And I was like, but, boop, 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 all the fears. I don't have makeup on, I'm not ready, I'm gonna look retarded, this isn't a way to make money, blah, 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 blah. But I did it anyways. So you have to do it anyways. You have all these fears that hold you back and you're overthinking. Start now to do it every single day for 3 days. Just try it. 3 days. We're gonna practice and try something and play with it and see what happens. If it doesn't work, fine, go back to your old ways. Okay, so I did it. And then I just had fun, I got in flow, and talked to people, and then I had so much fun, and my energy was so potent. I did emails, I did a live video, I showed up in my group, and then I took that group, and I shared the video on my Instagram, and in my head, I was like, maybe I should redo it, maybe I should do this, blah, 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 and like, making it worse again, overthinking. And I was like, stop, Tia, just share, download the video. I edited it just a little bit. I took out the very beginning because I was blobbering, whatever. I took that out, and then I made it easy. Make it simple. Fancy is fun, but simple is done. It's better to get some things out and improve as you go than nothing at all, okay? So, yes, I love Angelica. She's one of my clients right now, and she's so good at planning and organizing, and I'm the opposite. So I'm going to help her show up and be more her and have fun with it and watch the momentum. Literally, just practice this. You'll see so many big changes. Hey, Tia's cousin. Okay. I will have a little homework post in the group, and my post today is something that I was scared to share. It's sharing right now. I don't make 6 figures a year right now. I don't. I've made 6 figures over $150,000 in my clothing line. I don't know how much it was. Last I looked, it was like something around that. And by growing it over the years, but I have yet to make 6 figures. And so for me, I wanted to be past that by now. So it's scary to share that. And then I talk about how I know for a fact I'm going to be a millionaire. So yeah, I haven't made 6 figures yet in 1 year, but I know I'm going to be a millionaire. And here's why. Because I built the foundations for my business to grow. So yes, I didn't take the shortcuts where I just jumped on calls and sold them and made a lot of money with a lot of coaches do. No, I built the frameworks that now I have courses and funnels and Pinterest and blogs and YouTube and all these things to help grow continuously over the years. So now I have all these things I can put people in, whereas other people do the complete opposite, and then they're like, I made all this money, but now like I'm the bottleneck. Okay, so that's just a little thing, and this is my training, and there you go. And if you want help with this, I'm doing free pleasure to profit breakthrough sessions. This is just to get to know you. It's 15 to 30 minutes. I don't care if you're ready to buy from me or not. I want to get to know you this week. I do not always do these. I don't announce these. It's usually just if I already met people, but you're here, you're listening to me. So if you're being called, there's nothing like, literally I'll get to know you, and maybe I'll give you a few steps to make your business more fun. And maybe, these have been so great. Like, sometimes I get testimonials, sometimes we do a podcast, sometimes I just give them help, sometimes they come back. I don't care. This week I'm promoting it for free. Sometimes I do it paid, but I'm aligned with jumping on some calls this week and having some fun with it and getting to know you. There is no obligation. Get to know you. I'll get on the call. I'll give you a couple tips after I get to know what you want, and if we are in alignment, I will give you a few offers that I have. And then if not, like, take the tips that you like. Or, sometimes I don't even pitch myself. I don't even tell them because that's not how the call went. Okay? And that's how I run my business. Hello, Anna. Okay, so I went way too long. Next 2 days, I'm going to keep it short, but this was the intro, so there you go. Share this video this one's public, so share this video if you would like. You can share it in your group. You can share it on your profile. Okay, and I think I got through the homework. It was the 5 things. Circle one of them, and do one of those, and then share a bold post that is you. Okay, and yeah, there we go. There was one last thing. Yay, epic first day. Have a nice day. Okay, so I'm going to share the thing that scares me. And I haven't seen anyone talk about this, but yeah, it's the post that I'm not a 6-figure coach. That scares me. I overthought it a lot. I wrote it months ago. Why? Because I just think I should be somewhere. But there's a message behind it. So I'm going to post that right after this. And yeah, that's what I do. I help people connect to their passion, their purpose, own who they are. They could surpass me in business. They could already be making 6 figures, but I'm going to bring back that passion, purpose, joy, connection, pleasure, build a business, say they've already made 6 figures, but they don't have the processes to build and grow without them in it. Like the podcast, the courses on repeat, the workshops, the freaking website to help you build up your email list. Like, come on. Like, you want to build a business that you're not always having to be on social media and do. You want to build a business that can work without you. That's why I know I'm going to be a millionaire. And I'm connected to my purpose and not going away. All right. Love you guys. Can't wait to see your post today. Share the post that scares you, that screams you, that connects to like that next body you that maybe you're scared to share, or that like nobody else is. Okay, I want to see yours, Lauren. I want to see yours, Angelica. Okay, I'm gonna let you go and have a fabulous day. I'm gonna go post mine. Okay, bye. Oh, it's not closing. Oh, and if you are interested, DM me, or you can book the free Pleasure to Profit breakthrough call, okay? 15 to 30 minutes, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.